Greetings, Grand Island, and welcome to another jam-packed edition of Viking Vision News. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Corey. Happy to be anchoring with you again, Sarah.
Aww.
Today is Thursday, March 29th, 2012, and it's a day one here at Grand Island High School.
Coming up later in the show, we look back to the fun, athletic achievement, and egg-splatting excitement from last week's Student Olympics. Good times. Good times. But first, the news of the day.
Cornerstone Connection members, there will be a brief meeting in the library at 2:30 p.m. today to discuss upcoming volunteer events. New members are always welcome.
Attention juniors, be sure to sign up and attend today's college planning workshop and guidance. Today's workshop describes the general overview of the college process. This workshop will provide a timeline of upcoming events and help you plan for the spring, summer, and fall of your senior year. Don't miss out. Today's session begins at 2:25 in the guidance office.
Members of Student Council, you have a meeting today after school in room 186. Teacher Appreciation Week will be up for discussion as well as planning for next year's Student Council positions.
Speaking of teacher appreciation, come to the auditorium tonight beginning at 7 p.m. for the annual Celebration of Inspiration, brought to you by the Grand Island PTSA. Each year, students in the senior class nominate and honor their favorite teacher or staff member who's inspired them from any of their time in Grand Island schools.
It's an emotional and truly thankful evening that you won't want to miss. Honorees and their presenters may arrive at 6:30 for reception in the Viking Mall, and the program begins promptly at 7 p.m. in the Odd. Congratulations to the inductees and the students who nominated them. Take a look at the list of honorees along with the GI schools they represent.
Wow, that's quite a list. So deserving. More congrats to send along now. So, this is to the 3 GI High School art students who took part in the Talent Digital Design Contest sponsored by Bryant and Stratton College last weekend. Winning third place in the desktop publishing category was Christina Turiak. Honorable mentions for roster and vector images goes to Chris Bonscheidel, Angelina Stromberg, and also Christina. Great job, art students.
Speaking of artists, the district calendar is back and we need you to design a cover. Next year's district calendar cover must have a music theme and your design must be submitted to the main office by April 20th. Look for these posters around the building for all the details. Maybe your design will be on the cover of next year's school calendar. Good luck.
The Grand Island High School Talent Show is next Tuesday night, and pre-sale tickets can be purchased all this week in the library in room 184. Avoid the lines and save $2 by purchasing your ticket ahead of time. Pre-sale tickets will be $5, and tickets at the door will be $7. Any questions, see Mrs. Grayback or Mrs. Kosmowski. And by the way, all Act 2 performers for the talent show need to be at rehearsal after school today in the Odd.
It's going to be so worth it. Attention seniors, the H. David Myers scholarship applications are due tomorrow, Friday, March 30th. So make sure you get to guidance office and drop off your forms.
Also, seniors, keep getting those photos to Mr. Gorton for the senior slideshow. You can drop off developed pics and a CD or a flash drive to room 123B, the technology office, located across from the girls' locker room entrance. Please make sure your name is on the item so they can be returned.
Juniors who are planning on making the May 5th SAT, the registration deadline is Friday, April 6th. Don't forget to sign up on www.collegeboard.org.
Last week, Grand Island had a great night at the Student Olympics as the athletes ran in the obstacle course, tossed eggs, battled at musical chairs, and so much more. All for charity and bragging rights, of course. In total, GI students raised $2,247 for Grand Island special athletes. Thanks to everyone who participated, volunteered, and donated to this annual event. For the highlights, here's Olympian and Viking Vision Zone, Seth Carey.
Grand Island's gym was a site for the Student Olympics this year, as the parade of athletes led off with the always special Grand Island special athletes, followed behind with all the student athletes, such as the three blind mice. Oh, what a get up. And then the jailbirds with Deep looking, stunning in that dress of his. And then we had just random colors, a little rap going on. Flavor Flav. We had, the Mystery Machine must have showed up with Scooby-Doo and the gang. We had some ballers. We had the Avengers, out to avenge, I guess. We got the jailbirds. We got a Lobster and Chefs. We got a bunch of Al Browns. We got the Supermens. We got the Dodgeball Crew, the best costumes. Just saying. And then it looked like the Yellow Brick Road out there as the Wizard of Oz cast came down. And teams earned points for how much money they raised. In third place was Molly Smith, Mark Lytle, Ryan Miller, and Paige Kipley with $108. In second was John Gock, Caitlin Holt, Ryan Hughes, and Steph Sen, who raised $227. And Team 27, Lexi Miller, Katie Jentz, Joe Farrell, and Ben Shaw raised $461 for first place. And costume also 1 point for the teams. First place was the group of Wizard of Oz, who took us back to Kansas with their costumes. It was Josh Bastion, Rachel Ripolino, Jess Spees, and Phil Stollard. And the Dodgeball Crew again. Amazing. And the first event of the night was the obstacle course, the always so fun obstacle course, the longest event of the night. And I think the highlight of the night might have been Ty Gallagher's little dive. Let's take a look at this. He runs over not one, not two, but three of the barriers he was supposed to jump over. That is amazing. What a man. And moving on with the night, next was the joust, in which Miss Morris, she went against Chelsea Knoll, and boom, takes her out right under the floor. No mercy. Go hard or go home. And next we have Dave Moore and Dominic Morell. Dominic Morell wins, and discount double check, boom. But unfortunately, Ryan Ross proved to be kryptonite for Dominic as he brought him down in the final round. The next event of the night was the musical chairs, which is always so popular. As numbers dwindled, the night went on, and the competition got more intense. As seen here, Mr. Simpson wasn't going to get out of the round easily, fighting for a chair for about a good 30 seconds. Mr. Simpson, it's called the Student Olympics. We need you to leave. Please, you're a teacher. As he gives out the chair to Kelly Raminsky. And the final round of the night was John Gock and Ty Gallagher. And John gets it, and Ty takes a dive again. And that gives the three blind mice another victory. And then the egg toss, the infamous egg toss. Oh, Chelsea Knoll get in, a little egg. And then right after, Miss Silvestri. Ooh, disappointment at its finest. And then we got an amazing catch. Did you see that? That was the best catch of the night, just saying. And then we had the final event of the tug of war, in which the three blind mice put up a huge fight against the Grand Island basketballers. And what was the outcome? Well, it looks like the three blind mice won it, and the seniors take home the gold. At the end of the night, the winners were crowned. Third place was Team 27, Lexi Miller, Katie Jentz, Joe Farrell, and Ben Shaw. Second place was Julia Kelly, Jess Dowally, Jaden Wegrin, and Ryan Ross. And the winners of the 2012 Student Olympics were Team Number 1, Caitlin Holt, Steph Sen, Ryan Hughes, and John Gock.
Hi, this is Bri Gibney from Viking Vision, and I'm here with the 2012 Student Olympic champions, Team Number 1. And I just want to ask you guys, how does it feel to win, and what are your keys to victory?
It feels great just to raise money for a great cause, and I mean, it's a coincidence. Team Number 1 is number 1 overall.
Yeah, I agree with Ryan. I'm glad we were able to raise a lot of money for a great cause, and I think you just worked really well together as a team.
This is a great cause, but I think my key to victory was winning musical chairs, because that's why I'm here. And I love this team, and that was awesome.
I'm really proud of my team for taking second and raising the most money, and personally my keys to the victory was doing my best I could in basketball. So.
All right, great job, guys. You guys should come out next year for Student Olympics, and back to you at the studio.
On this day, March 29th, in 1973, America's 8-year intervention in the Vietnam War ended, 2 months after the signing of the Vietnam Peace Agreement, as the last U.S. combat troops leave South Vietnam. The Vietnam War was the longest and most unpopular foreign war in U.S. history and cost 58,000 American lives.
And on this day in 1982, the North Carolina Tar Heels win the NCAA's men's basketball championship with a 63-62 defeat of the Georgetown Iowas. It was the first title for Carolina coach Dean Smith, who would retire in 1997 as the most successful coach in the NCAA's Division I men's basketball history. The Tar Heels were led by tourney MVP James Worthy, Sam Perkins, and some freshman guard named Michael Jordan. Wonder if he ever turned out to be any good.
Well, I know he was in a movie with Bugs Bunny. Nah, what's up, Doc?
Well, I know what's up. Our time here on this newscast.
That just flew right by.
I know, I don't even know what goes on anymore. Well, I hope you enjoyed it out there. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Corey. Make it a great day, Grand Island.